Hello, guys. Hello. How you guys doing? It's getting a little bit chilly where I am, but it's still good weather. So, how are you doing? How are things going, especially around the election cycle? And I'm talking to mainly to specifically Black women like you, who sometimes feel overwhelmed because of your worries about the future for your children, for your family. I was just talking to someone who called my office, and a mother. She was calling for her son who was around 20s. And I I mean I'm feeling it a little bit too, but I am kind of uh, not worried but concerned about how you are people are feeling, the level of anxiety people are feeling, especially around this election cycle. And I was telling her that you cannot control what's going on the outside besides voting, but what you and I can control. There are two important things I want to talk to you about. Whatever's going on, if you have better control of what's going on the inside. And what I mean by that, no matter what's going on, no matter what the results, of course, I'm sure you would like a result satisfactory for to make you feel at peace for yourself and your children and your family. But I truly believe no matter what happens, no matter what the results, if you and I are incorporating mindfulness. If you feel overwhelmed when I'm watching the news, sometimes I turn it off. But if you feel overwhelmed, stressed out about what's going on, sometimes you have to step out, turn it off. But also, it's to incorporate mindfulness, deep breathing, mindful self care. If you walk out, just don't walk out and just like walk back in fast. Just feel the environment with all your five senses. You know what that does? It lowers the stress hormone. The stress hormone that makes you do all those great things. If it stays elevated for more than 24 hours, then it's literally choking, constricting constricting the blood flow in your brain, in your vital organs. That's what we know that can create chronic inflammation that leads to most of the illnesses that that you can have. So the way to thrive, I truly believe that the way to thrive this election cycle and beyond, if you and I, two or three people around you, you're incorporating mindfulness, deep breathing, meditating, praying, take a deep breath, or you can do yoga, whatever you do. But the goal is when you do that, is to prepare the brain to do the work. What happens is that if the brain is relaxed, then it's easier to rewire. We call it neuroplasticity. If the brain is relaxed, then you can rewire it to the life to create the space that you need to breathe, rest, and digest so you don't feel overwhelmed. So once you do that, then you can practice self compassion, self kindness. Go deeper, a little deeper into being kinder to yourself, meaning that do not be too hard on yourself, meaning that it's okay to be perfectly imperfect. Human imperfection is universal. You're not supposed to know everything, to be able to control everything. We're not supposed to do that. But I truly believe if, and we know it works, if you incorporating mindfulness and two or three people around you, your family, your children, if you incorporate mindfulness and self kindness, lack of, in other words, self compassion, then regardless of what happened, regardless who wins this election, you and your family and the people that you care about, they'll be okay. Okay. So that's what I want to talk to you about. And also, doing my part for this election cycle, I am contributing to it because a lot of us living in this country, we don't realize how fragile democracy is. I have personal experience because my parents left the Caribbean, specifically Haiti, because the country was unstable. So they were looking for a better place for their children. And so for my country, what I'm doing to contribute, I am creating a short film, 7 to 8 minutes. It's AI. I learned AI like for 7 to 8 months. Don't ask me how. And I'm creating a short film with me and my cousin to bring mental health awareness, how it's inextricably linked, how they go together. Mental health awareness, and democracy and freedom, they go. Meaning that the better we feel about ourselves, the better we can help our neighbors, the better we can feel we have vested things in what's going on in society. So everything starts with and ends with the human brain. Everything starts with and ends with your brain. So I am creating a short film. It should be done within just around this whole season. And what I'm asking you to support, contribute is on Indiegogo. The name is Shattered Foundations. If you go on my Facebook link, you'll see it. If you contribute $10, you'll get a digital copy. And if you want to contribute to $20, you'll get a digital copy, and your name will be given as credit. Your name will be written at the bottom. Okay? So that's my contribution because I want to do my part, and I know you're doing your part. What you and I can do is to vote, invite everyone around you, encourage them, everyone around you to vote. Then practice mindfulness and self-compassion, self-kindness. Then whatever is going on outside of you, as long as the inside is okay, you will be fine. Okay. So I would like to know if you have questions, suggestions. Again, the short film, I have the trailer. It's an Indiegogo. If you check my website on Facebook and on TikTok, if you go on TikTok underneath my profile, you see the link Indiegogo. Click it and invite others. If you can get one copy for $10 and $20. If you give $20, you get one copy, and your name will be written at the end. Okay. So I wish you well, and we will thrive regardless of what happened. I truly believe that regardless of the results, of course, you know what result you want. I know what result I want. But there's only so much you and I can control. What we can control is what's going on inside of us. Then the two or three people, our family, make sure we're on the same page. Make sure that you align with the people you're closest with. And what I say by alignment is really to be intentional and mindful about aligning with the people you're closest to. Okay. So I will be doing this more often. And I do need you to support the short film. This is my first AI. Of course, that's my first in a series. The goal is to eventually expose the film to the real investors to turn it into a big box movie. And you and I, you'll be part of it. Okay. So I am Dr. Kelly. I am a neuropsychiatrist, neuroscientist. Basically, what I'm interested in now is how do you use the brain tools we have in the 21st century? How do you rewire your brain to make sure you thrive? And I have a couple of things coming, specifically for Black women. So I'm creating a, a program. I don't have the best name for it yet, but it's like Vision Board. Basically, it's a program that's using the latest neuroscience tools to help you visualize what you have in your mind to manifest it better into reality. We have the science, we have the know-how. So it's a vision board. It kind of, but not everyone does vision. Not everyone uh, get involved in vision board. Okay, but it's a program. I realize that we know how to we know that we have the science on how to make the brain do things that's not easy to do. So because Black women at times and oftentimes carry the heaviest load, you always feel like sometimes you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. So I figure out you must have it first, the science backed tools on how to make your brain do things that's not easy to do. Basically, we know how to make the brain do things using brain science tools. If you visualize something, you do it every day. I do it every day. You just don't realize that. So that's what I'll be. I'll be having a master class. I'll be inviting you. I'll have you the link and the landing page. I'm doing. We're working on all that. And beside the film, I'll be talking to you about that. Okay. So let me know how you're doing. Suggestions, comments, and as I mentioned, I practice holistic, what lay people call, I practice functional integrative medicine, what lay people call holistic medicine. So that's my approach: mind, brain, body, spirit. So whatever is going on in your life, if you have anxiety, things that are stopping you from living your best life, reach out to me. You can get a 15, 20 minutes consult, and we can talk. There is a solution for every problem, every obstacles that human beings have. We may not have the wisdom or knowledge at times, but there's an answer for everything. Okay, so I will see you then. Take care. Until then, bye.